So just moments back, India finished their net session at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad, and all eyes on the expected lines were on one batter, and that batter was Shubman Gill. Why on Shubman Gill? Because moments before the net session got underway and the team started warming up on the main ground, Rohit Sharma at the pre-match presser kind of made the statement that Shubman Gill is 99% available for tomorrow's game, and they'll be taking the final call on match day with regards to Shubman Gill, whether he's fit enough to play this game against Pakistan or not. So Shubman Gill entered the nets, batted for more than 45 minutes. I wouldn't say that he was completely in control, but largely looked less in discomfort, I would say. There were some mini breaks during the session. There were some hydration breaks, some change of gloves breaks. He batted on 4 different surfaces, faced 4 different attacks. First it was the likes of Ravichandran Ashwin, Mohammed, Shami, some net bowlers. One particular net bowler was bowling left arm quick. Then he moved to a net where dominantly he was facing throwdown specialists. All throwdown specialists, including Vikram Rathour, were hurling down deliveries at him, and then he kept shuffling nets and continue to have an extended session, something he's known for. Shubman Gill is someone who we know to bat for long hours in the nets. Today he batted for nearly 1 hour, and right after the net session there was an arm around his shoulder, and that was Vikram Rathour, the batting coach, who quickly inquired about whether he was okay after that longer hit. Shubman kind of nodded in affirmation and kind of affirmed that he's looking good, but still it's touch and go when it comes to Shubman, because he has recovered from dengue. We have been constantly and consistently and aggressively reporting on the updates there. As we had reported last morning, Shubman got a hit at the Narendra Modi Stadium yesterday around 11:30 a.m. He did come here, batted for close to 1 hour, had some net bowlers and throwdown specialists of the Indian cricket team kind of getting him ready for this game. And today also he had a long hit. There was no shortage of bowlers who were bowling at him, and Rahul Dravid was keenly watching him from behind the nets, what's happening, how he's looking good. So I would say that he wasn't completely in control against spin, because still kind of looked 50-50 when it comes to playing against spin. Today he wasn't looking very assured against spin, but versus Shami, Shami, I would like to mention that Shami was in between a brilliant spell today. He was bowling beautifully, rushed and hurried both Shubman Gill and Virat Kohli with pace and movement. He looked very good. And Ravichandran Ashwin again doing Ravichandran Ashwin things. From start to stop he was bowling. Long spell to both Virat Kohli and Ravichandran Ashwin. Then there was a brief period where Shreyas Iyer kind of did come into bat. Ravindra Jadeja was also batting alongside them. So all in all, these 4 players came out to bat today, and before that Ishan Kishan had a small hit. So still it's very difficult to pick cues from this net session, because it was more on how the players are feeling. As I was walking back, Rohit Sharma was there in the nets, and he started to get a little hit. Shardul Thakur was also batting today. So all in all, the players who came here kind of did get a hit. I didn't spot Hardik Pandya and KL Rahul today. Kuldeep probably was there when the footy drill started. So Shubman too started his day with footy drills today. He was playing the usual football games with the Indian cricket team kind of plays before starting any of their session. So still it remains to be seen now what happens with Shubman Gill. But if you could just get the spin picture out of the equation, he was looking good against pace, looking good against the throwdown specialist. Did dance down the track to hit them big. So batting wise, he was making good connections. He was making sweet connection, but that has never remained a doubt, has it? The problem right now is whether he's 100% to play out 100 overs game in this heat. I think that's a big question mark right now. Even if he's available tomorrow, is he like 100% fit and raring to go, or can the Indian cricket team kind of take that chance of I would say, just play that safe card right now of just having him on the bench and observing things from the sidelines, because you wouldn't want to risk that big a player at this stage of the tournament. This is going to be just India's 3rd game in the tournament. They still have 6 more games after this, so this is just 1/3 of the tournament being done. So I don't see any reason to rush Shubman Gill, but if he's fit, if his body's feeling well, if he's reacting well and he's looking good, he has had 2 hits already, one under the heat and now right now under the lights. So if the body feels well, if he's reacting well to treatment and he's making the recovery which the management expects him to, so I think there shouldn't be any reason for him to not play this game. But even if there is an iota of doubt, I would kind of make this plea and request to the management just to protect your asset as as better as good you could, because he is going to be that vital cog for the rest of the tournament for the Indian cricket team, and you wouldn't want to take that chance with a player of Shubman Gill's quality. Now coming back to Virat Kohli, not coming back, starting Virat Kohli. So Virat and Shubman Gill started the session for both of them in adjacent nets, but with Virat, in the last couple of sessions I've been seeing that he hasn't looked that convincing in the nets. That hasn't had a bearing on how he has played in the matches, but even today's session he looked a bit scratchy. There were a lot of inside edges, and a lot of times he was rushed by pace by Mohammed Shami and the throwdown specialist, and there were some play downs. But the bat, I think, was the biggest concern for Virat today. He changed his bat twice or thrice. Midway through his session, someone got new bats for him to choose for. So he was trying quite a few bats today, and I don't really know whether he has actually figured his match bat yet, or even if he's kind of contemplating changing his bat for tomorrow's game. So that was pretty much it. And just adding what Rohit said at the presser today, they expect crowd support tomorrow. They expect a lot of people to be supporting for the men in blue, but he doesn't want anyone to be just overawed by the occasion, and he says that his squad is kind of well equipped to deal with bigger crowds, because they have done that in the past. They are used to playing in front of big crowds at big stadiums, and this is going to be no exception tomorrow, as we have been bringing you all the updates from Ground Zero here in Ahmedabad. It promises to be a packed crowd, and there's going to be a lot of fun and music and chatter 12:30 onwards here at the Narendra Modi Stadium, because a lot of artists like Shankar Mahadevan, Arjit Singh, Sukhwinder Singh, if I'm not wrong, are going to be performing, and there's something lined up for the mid innings too. So plenty of action in store tomorrow, but right now the biggest question remains, is Shubman Gill fit enough to play? He's ready, he's available, 99% he's available, but is he fit enough to play 100 overs? That's going to be anybody's guess right now, and let's hope the team management has the answer for us tomorrow when coin goes up for the toss. So you stay tuned to Cricket Next. I'll continue to bring all the updates from Ahmedabad for you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss a beat, and like our Facebook pages, Twitter, follow us on Twitter, keep sharing our Instagram posts and reel, because we are bringing you exclusive content from Ground Zero and a lot of stuff happening from our studios too. I hope you have watched our Astro series with Greenstone Lobo, who has been making just spot on predictions. So just keep following whatever we are doing, and we'll ensure that you stay ahead of the ball. Thank you for watching.